Okay, let's start then. So in the previous thing, we have seen admin part and subscriber management. So we look at how to create an email template. So you can create an email template by going to content, and then it is a easy drag and drop thing. You can have, or you can create an email template based on an I could say a template or an existing thing. So we can create an email message or a template. So while creating an email message, we need to select a template. So this template resembles to inbuilt pre-loaded template that can be utilized. So like in here, we can see an option where we can utilize already inbuilt templates, or we can create a new HTML one, or you can create a text email. Also, you can use an existing email to create a new email message. So let's create a template, or let's use a template that is a built-in thing to create an email message. So we have the structured email templates. You could see there is like it is column based, three column, two columns, one column, or you can go with an empty one that is like again a theme structure, or you can go with a themed one which has some color combination, some colors in it, like a colored theme, and then the saved ones. Like if you have a saved email template, you can use that email template to create a new email message. So we can go with a themed one. Let's use this. The name, and now on the left side you have these all drag and drop things. Like you can create or you can add a button to this. You can add a code snippet, a form that is a free form that is a combination of HTML and images. You can also have HTML blocks that you can write an HTML or a direct HTML code in it. You can have an image block, so it is a basic simple drag and drop thing. So if I say we could have images like this one, right? And then you can also have a text block. So you can add the text, you can move the block. So basically it is a simple drag and drop thing. And you can customize based on the HTML. Like you can drag HTML block and write a CSS or HTML if needed. So this is basic content. You have advanced. In advanced content, you have A/B test that is used when you want to do an A/B test. A dynamic content. A dynamic content is something relative to dynamic thing. That means it changes based on the attributes. And when we send any email on a data extension, it always changes its like you can change the images based on the attributes of the data extension. Like for a geolocation, for United States you can show a different image, for Europe you can show a different image. So whenever the attribute or the country of the customer or the contact is United States, you can show a different image based on his geolocation. So this can be achieved by using dynamic content. Einstein content and Einstein dynamic contents. So these are like Einstein blocks that can be utilized when you want to use Einstein content. So Einstein content is basically an optimized thing. It optimizes the content with the behavior, that is an artificial intelligence that Salesforce has implemented. External content is something like an external resource or external link or an external image. So you have a URL, and this URL now would be utilized, or it would be used to have that external content into this email template. Sometimes if the URL is blocked or the URL is not valid and you have already sent email, then it would be a broken link. Your image won't be displayed. So external content is something that is not in Marketing Cloud. It is hosted on another platform, and you can use URL to have that content into email templates. Basically, it is used for images. Reference content. So reference content is a reference block, or it is relative to a reference of a image block or a text block or anything. So whenever a reference content is changed, it would reflect in this reference content block. Now this is new, that is interactive content, an email form. So basically what happened before this interactive content is an email is been sent out, it is received, and someone clicks on the link that is like a button in here. So he would go to a landing page or a cloud page where he could fill in the form. So once someone fill in the form, it would be stored into Salesforce or a data extension, whatever it may be. If someone fills in this form, the lead is being generated in Salesforce. But now you have the capability to have that form from that landing page, or you can have the form into the email template directly. That means you can now have form on in an email template directly, so that if the contact want to fill in the form, he can do that directly from email template. There is no need to go on a cloud page for now, like if you use an email form. So I'll show you quickly. So basically it is used for review, like so when someone clicks on this form, where should he land? Like when someone submits the form, he should go to a cloud page, right? And whenever the rating, now it is about rating. So whenever the rating is been given, it would be stored into a data extension, and you can then use the fields from this data extension to generate the leads or the or the contacts in the data extension. So basically now you can see a form in here. Choose a rating. That means you can choose a rating, you can write your review, and when you submit, it is directly going to a data extension, and you see a thank you page. So it is one step lesser. It reduced, or this interactive content reduced the need of cloud page and a form. Now you click on this review, submit it from the email itself, and you see a thank you page, and your information is passed over to the data extension directly. Image carousel is something like the slider that we see on websites. Social follow and social share. So these are like social media links to follow and share. So you can have Facebook, you can have Twitter, LinkedIn, Insta, YouTube, Pinterest, and Snapchat. So you can add a share link or a follow link. And then custom things like behavior triggers and content selection. So these all again depend on the behavior of the subscriber. It automatically analyzes, and according to them, it changes into the email template. So creating an email template is very easy. It is simple drag and drop. Customizations can be done using HTML blocks. You can write an HTML code directly. For this, you need to know or you need to understand how to write an HTML or a CSS. You should have a knowledge on it. Let's not waste time on templates. It is easy. As we have seen, the data extensions are used to store the contacts that are coming from Salesforce, that are coming from cloud pages, that are coming from any other source. So these contacts, now we want to send some email on it. That means we can send a manual campaign. We can create a campaign by going to user initiated emails from interactions. Okay. You can go to interactions and then user initiated sends and then create a campaign that would be sent on a data extension. So what are the things needed? We need email template. We need send classification that we have seen, I think, in the second session. Then we need a data extension to send this email on, and we need a test audience. That means a test data extension or test contacts. We want to send a test first, and then once we get an approval, we can send it on a data extension. Then we can see an user tracking. Like, we want to track all the links. Yes. If you uncheck this, it would not be showing into the reports. So you can create manual emails, manual campaigns by going to interactions and user initiated emails, where you can select the recipients. So when we select this audience or this recipient, we have to select a data extension that we would be sending this email on, and then the publication list, exclusion list if any, like you can see here, and suppression list. And there is an option called as deduplicate by email address. That means if there are duplicate email addresses in this data extension, they would be automatically deduped. It means the duplication would be removed while the email would, or when the emails would be sent on the data extension. So this is how we create an user initiated send, that is a manual campaign, that is by the UI when someone is logged in into the system. Trigger sends are something that is like listening to an event. So whenever the event occurs, the email would be sent. Like an auto response. If someone subscribes, sign ups on your website, you want to send a thank you email, that is a trigger send. That is an autoresponder trigger. So it listens to this sign up event and then email is been sent. So you can see the report. So these reports are basically reports that could be created in here and then utilized or used in Automation Studio to automate all these things. So report can be how many emails are being sent by a user, performance of email by a domain, by domains like which domains are performing well, email performance by list, that means which list is like, you can see a report of list and the details of list, which list is being sent and what is the performance of it. You can see tracking reports like accounts and summary, how many emails are being sent from the account, that is this marketing cloud account. You can specify a custom date, right? You can see the description, the date range, like you want it for a custom date range or you want a previous time period like a full week, full month, full quarter, or full day. Right. Then you can save this report onto an FTP or you can email the report when you specify an email address, the subject of the email, and the comments. And the format of this report, it can be XLS, or it can be an Excel spreadsheet. That is a new one, that is XLX, or a web archive, or XML. So XML is basically used for communicating with two systems. So into interactions, we have report, we have data factory utility. So this data factory utility is by default sending all these extracted uploads and it is auto generated. Okay. So interactions report users initiated and trigger emails. When we move on to A/B testing is like doing a test before sending a campaign or before sending emails. So into A/B test, we can test subject lines, we can test two different emails, we can test send timings, you can also test the from names and the pre-headers. So for this thing, you need to have like a webinar campaign. A webinar campaign is like we can have two different subject lines. You can also have two different emails created which have different images, different context for the version A. For the version B, we can have different context and images for the version B. A/B testing is used to automatically analyze which version would perform better or is performing better. So if we give a name, let's say we have two email templates. We give a name as webinar, select this one, and the version B. So we have two versions now. When we move on to the next step, it is like you need to select the recipients, the data extension you want to send on, or a list, the suppression list, and the exclusion list, if any. You can then select the count of subscribers, how many subscribers you want to test. You want to test on 5 subscriber out of 10. You want to test on 10% subscriber out of 100%. You can define that in this A/B testing. Okay, we don't have at least 2 subscribers into a data extension. So basically what happens, you select recipients a data extension, it goes to a second step, that is the next third step, where you can configure the winner based on the opens and the clicks. So higher number of opens and higher number of clicks. If there are higher number of opens, we say like if this email testing receives or version A receives higher number of opens than version B, version A is our winner. If version B receives higher number of clicks than version A, version B is our winner. So whenever the winner is declared, it would be sent out to the remaining set. That means remaining audience, remaining contacts. Whenever a winner is declared, you can automatically send it. You can manually schedule whenever a winner is declared, or you can say it would be done after some time, like a manual thing. Just declare the winner and the campaign will be sent on manually. Also, you can have evaluation time. That means on the third step, if we say based on the higher opens, declare a winner, the evaluation time can be 1 day minimum, and then you can have 1 week as well, whatever is needed. That means whenever the test is sent, it would wait 1 day and then evaluate or declare the winner. So basically, I'm not able to show you now as I don't have any data extension that is created and it has more than 2 subscribers. Whenever a campaign is being sent, so we'll see that into next one. Whenever a campaign is being sent, you can see the tracking, you can see the report by going to tracking, and then you can see whatever the email has been sent out. You can see a job ID, a name, date and time, the status that is completed or not, or in progress, how many emails have been sent, whatever is the click through, open rate, and delivery rate. Right? So that is done via tracking and sends. Then also you can see reports like how many campaigns have been sent, a campaign detailed report, the same thing that you can see and report in the report builder. You can see email performance by attribute, by domain, by list. You can see an A/B test summary report. That means if you have done any A/B test, you can thoroughly see the report in here. That is which version is winning, what was the campaign, was it sent to the remaining set or remaining contacts or not. You can see send classification report as well, wherein you can also analyze the report of email based on send classification, based on the classification as in commercial or transactional. And these available reports are no longer updated in here. You need to use analytics builder reports for these up-to-date email reports. That means you need to move over to analytics builder and then reports. So into tracking, we have sends and reports. So now into email studio, we have already seen admin part, subscribers in session 2, interactions, what is A/B testing. We can see that in next one where I could create some data extensions and we can send a test. And also in tracking, we can see sends and reports. So this was all about email studio. I hope you're clear on this. Now we will move over to Web Studio. So Web Studio is like you can create landing pages or cloud pages into Web Studio. In this Web Studio, when a cloud page is, what is a cloud page? A cloud page is a page that would be displayed or that would be used in an email. The link of the cloud page would be used. So when someone would click on email, he goes to a page. That page is called as, or that page can be created into Web Studio. And this page is called as cloud page or a landing page. So quickly we will see one single page. We'll create one page and show you how to create it. So in webinar, we can create cloud pages by creating a landing page. So in here we have two builders. One is classic and content. So classic would be used. So classic you can have a code view like a complete HTML page creation with a code or a design view that is a drag and drop thing. And then content builder is new, that is used for a new editing experience for landing pages. We'll go with the new one. So now we have to select a layout between a blank basic 3 row, basic 2 column. So based on the requirement, you can select the templates. Again, we have the same thing, same drag and drop editor where we have the same basic advanced content. We have social media, follow and share links. So we can actually have a smart capture in here. A smart capture is a form that would be hosted or that would be placed on our landing page. And then when someone submits this form, the detail would be stored into a data extension directly. So this checkbox, when we check it, you can use this smart capture, or when someone would submit the smart capture, he can enter into a journey directly. That means you can use this cloud page as an entry source into a journey builder by selecting this option. So by default, there is a cloud page data extension already created. You can directly select the fields that you want. Like if we want first name, last name, email, phone number. You can add hidden attributes as well. You can do some styling thing, have the alignments. Upon submission, do you want to show a thank you message, that is thank you for your submission, or do you want to take to a thank you page or any other URL? That can be specified in here. That is, you can give a URL to this and open the URL into current page or a new page, that can be also specified. So upon submission, so now when we save it, still the link is not active. It would give an error if we open this link. To resolve this thing, you need to schedule and publish. So you can publish it immediately or you can have a schedule to publish it later. So once you publish it, now you would be able to see the form. Oh, it happens. You would see the preview. Okay, seems we add one image. Let's see what happens. So we'll schedule it. So in the preview, we can see how it looks. Right? A image and then the form. We save and publish it again. Oh, there is some issue with it. Yes. So it was an error that is like we have a new cloud page experience and a cloud page. So this might be now updated to this one. There is a new cloud page experience where you can now see the image and the form. So when someone fills in the form, you would go to a cloud page data extension that is specified into this smart capture, right? Here you can select other data extensions also, you can select the list. So upon submission, it would be going to a list or a data extension. And the name of the data extension by default is the default data extension is cloud page data extension. You can change the data extension. Like I have the test one. So you can have the fields from this test data extension. If someone fills in the form, it would be stored into test data extension. And also, you can copy this link and share on social media. You can share this on other networks, advertising networks, or wherever you want to grab the information of these all subscribers, okay, and save it into a data extension. So cloud page is pretty easy. Cloud page is defined as a page that would be created and a link would be generated. This link once shared, you can land subscribers or contacts on this page. You can use this link in email templates. You can use in social advertisements. You can use this into your uh, any other advertisement you do. And when someone clicks on this link, you would see this landing page, the landing page that you created with a form or a product or a service. You can also create a code resource like a CSS file that can be used or reused. So if I create a CSS file that can be reused again and again onto a cloud page. A microsite. Microsite consists of multiple landing pages. It is a small, it you can resemble or relate it with a website. A website has a menu bar, a home page, a contact us page, a gallery, or services page. Same you can create in a microsite. You can have multiple landing pages as one microsite. So you can directly have this microsite link onto your social media pages, onto your advertisements, onto email. When someone would click, you would see this microsite with the information, with a form or any other content that you want to show. A mobile push page would be used when someone clicks on that mobile push link, right? And also an interactive email page. So interactive email page is nothing but a page that would be displayed when you create an interactive content or interactive, you drag and drop a page that is used in email, right? Like an interactive email form. So when someone would click on that form for via an email, he could see this page. You can use that into interactive email content. So Web Studio consists of multiple things: a landing page, a code resource, a microsite, a push page, and interactive email page. So you can find resources from help.document help.salesforce.com to learn about these more. If you have any question, you can reach out on Telegram. You can message on Telegram. Also, if you have any questions right now, you can type in chat box. We'll be waiting for, I could say, 5 minutes more, and then we will stop. If you have questions, you can type in. I'll be waiting for those.